Hello and welcome to a new video. Yes, I am back. Before I get started, I just wanted to say that I did actually make a video for the Tottenham Chelsea game. It was a 3-0 win to us. Come on, boys. I'll tell you what, I went to the pub and watched it and I vlogged it and it was great. Absolutely brilliant. Loved every minute of it. And I was also chilling out with a Spurs fan, so makes it funnier and better. Anyway, that hasn't been uploaded on YouTube yet because I've had a lot of other stuff going on with my time here in Southampton with my new uni course. But when I have the chance, I am going to upload my pub vlog for the match. But it's unlikely if I'm going to be uploading it before I release my live stream tomorrow of when Chelsea play Manchester City at 12:30 at Stamford Bridge. And I'm very nervous for that anyway. But let's just move on. That's the introduction. As for now, right, I better watch Match of the Day and, basically, you know the drill now. I am reacting to all 10 games from round 5. And then after that, I'm going to be predicting what I think is going to happen for round 6. So, yeah, let's watch it. Oh, bear with me. For some reason, BBC's just decided to... iPlayers just decided to sign me out. Weird. Very weird. Anyway. Let's give this a watch. By the way, I prefer this setup. I've got a desk lamp, and I'll tell you what, it looks much better. I way prefer this. It's the intro. While that plays, I'm just going to get myself a drink. Oh, sugar, that's... okay. It's Ginas and Keown in the punditry box with Lineker. But the first game is Liverpool Crystal Palace at Anfield. Let's watch this. Jesus Christ. 9-0 on aggregate from last season from Liverpool against Palace. Impressive. Right, anyway, here's the lineup. Alisson, Milner, Tsimikas, Kanate, Virgil, Henderson, Fabinho, Thiago, Salah, Jota and Mane. Right, what about Palace? Guaita, Ward, Anderson, Gueye, Mitchell, Gallagher, Koyate, MacArthur, Jordan Ayew, Benteke and Zaha. Yeah, he didn't do very well at Liverpool, did he, at Benteke? He didn't do well at all at Liverpool. Salah already chasing down James Milner. No, James Milner. Joel Ward. Speaking of Milner, he did... Crystal Palace won a free kick because he did a foul on Zaha. Here's Gallagher taking the free kick. That back clearance there. Oh my God. Did you see that? Mate. Palace nearly went 1-0 up thanks to Alisson. Oh my God. Alisson gets rid of it from the post. Palace could have so easily taken the lead then from Wilfried Zaha. Zaha couldn't even believe it. I thought I was going in for a second, but could you imagine? To Tsimikas, Mane. Mane's going to cross it into the main part of the box. Henderson had a shot, but good save by Guaita. Zaha. Milner tries to take him on. Whips it into Benteke, but nowhere. While Benteke and Van Dijk literally collide. Oh, well, he collided with Tsimikas first. Mane. Salah. Henderson. Thiago. What the actual fuck? Well, that's miss of the season so far from Jota right there. I want to see that again. Mane. Salah. Henderson whips it in to Thiago's header. Guaita saves. What a sitter from Jota. How did he miss that? That's sitter of the season so far. Mane. Tsimikas. Joe Ward clears it though for Palace. There's a corner to Liverpool. Here's to Tsimikas. Guaita saved it, but no save twice. And Mane has given Liverpool the lead. 43 minutes into the game, and it's his 100th goal for Liverpool. Amazing finish there from Mane. Keita comes on for Thiago as the second half starts. Edouard and Riedewald come on for Benteke and MacArthur. Henderson to Mane. Naby Keita. Guaita saves again, and then Salah has a go, which Guaita also gets rid of. Vieira looks concerned. Jordan Ayew. Ward into Edouard, and Edouard couldn't finish it off. Alisson got his gloves to get to it and got rid of it. First touch goes straight to Alisson's hands. Right. Curtis Jones comes on for Jota. As Henderson and Zaha both collide. Oh, that's a late challenge from Mitchell there on Milner. I think he'll get a yellow for that, Mitchell. That's late. I don't know. It's late, but I don't think it's enough to be a yellow, to be honest. That's a foul, though, in every single way. It's not severe enough to be a yellow. Milner's free kick. Henderson. As Edouard and Palace try to get rid of it. It's another corner to Liverpool. 8th for the home side. And Salah finishes it in and makes it 2. Shirt taken off. Salah's 99th league goal for Liverpool, assisted by Virgil van Dijk. And it's 2-0 to Liverpool here at Anfield. Crystal Palace have no answer. And Guaita couldn't get to Salah's finish and save the ball. Bottom right, 2-0 Liverpool. Mo Salah. Palace are on the run though, is Edwards, and Alisson keeps it out. Konate tried to get rid of it from Edouard. It does touch Konate's right foot, but Alisson does clear it. Curtis Jones, Salah. But he's given the ball away, but Curtis Jones wins it back. It's another corner to Liverpool. And Salah's going to take it. Guaita fires it away. What a goal. What a goal by Keita. That was something special. 3-0. Guaita fires it away, but it goes to Keita. First touch. It does touch Guaita. But what a goal to round off a comfortable victory for the Reds. Liverpool 3, Palace 0. See how happy Mane is. Don't blame him. Right, before we listen to the 3, I'd like to see the stats once again before we move on to the analysis from Lineker, Ginas and Keown. 61% to 39 for possession, 25 to 13 on attempts, 10 on target to 2, 10 corners to 5, 2.59 to 0.61 for expected goals. Henderson, Tsimikas, Salah and Ward all got on the book. But that's a comfortable win for Liverpool, no problem. But Palace didn't play that bad, to be fair. They could have taken the lead, but overall, Liverpool better team. But Palace didn't play that bad at all. And they were magnificent against Tottenham the week before. So we knew this was going to be harder for Palace away at Anfield. But I think they'll be all right for the minute. Who have they got next? Brighton at home on Monday night. Now, that is not going to be easy. Because that could go either way at Selhurst Park. The M23 derby. They could win that, you know. Brighton look impressive. Anyway, let's see what these guys have to say. Yeah, it was a tight game. I agree with Gnas. Liverpool were the better team, definitely, but it was a tight game. Palace didn't play bad at all. Really gave Liverpool a go. But Liverpool are so clinical at the moment. They have been, though, for the last 3-4 seasons. I still can't believe Jota missed that sitter, though. Yeah, Riedewald's not even looking at Salah in that corner piece. And it's easy for Salah to score that. Even though he was assisted by Van Dijk, that could have gone another way. But I'll tell you what a goal this was from Keita. That's one of the goals of the season. It's magnificent. So, yeah. So, since the start of last season in the Premier League, from goals scored from corners, Liverpool are top on 16. With neighbours Everton second on 12. Chelsea are third on 11. Manchester City are fourth on 10. Joint fourth, actually, sorry, with West Ham on 10. And then Burnley and Leeds are joint sixth on 9. I mean, that's what I highly rate James Milner for. He's so underrated. He can play. He's such a utility player. He's so good with being in different positions. He'd be a footballer I'd like to be fair, because I like playing utility positions. But he's played in nearly all of them, and I'll tell you what, he does. He's consistent in them, and he had a good game. He had a good game against Palace today. Well, when I say that, I mean last weekend, but you know what I mean. And these are the stats for James Milner with his performance against Crystal Palace. First in everything. He was number one in everything in that match. More touches than anyone, 113. More passes than anyone, 69. More passes in opposition half than anyone, 40. More crosses than anyone, 13. More tackles than anyone, 4. More distance covered on the pitch, 10.93 kilometres. And more sprints than anyone, 19. All of them match rank first. He's definitely getting old, but he's been at Liverpool since 2015, ever since Raheem Sterling moved to City. So he has been a servant for them. And fair play to him. Right, Norwich versus Watford at Carrow Road. Okay, East Anglia, relegated together and promoted together. Norwich and Watford. Here's Norwich's side. Tim Krul, Aarons, Kabak, Hanley, Williams, Gilmore, Norman, McLean, Sargent, Pookie, Rashika. And then Watford, Foster, Femenia, Troost, Econ, Cathcart, and Danny Rose. I just realised something. Ben Foster started. The cycling GK started in this match. Anyway, Foster, Femenia, Troost, Econ, Cathcart, Danny Rose, Kutka, Sissoko, Sark, Cleverly, Dennis, and King. Cleverly. Early chance for Watford. Ashley Cole is at Carrow Road. What a legend. Good old Ashley Cole. Watford cross it with Femenia. And it goes in. Brilliant header from Emmanuel Dennis. And what a celebration. What a celebration as well with that flip. And Dennis has scored both Watford's first home goal and first away goal of their Premier League campaign. Nice. Assisted by Kiko Femenia. Campwell. Sargent has a go, but Norwich and their fans are appealing for a penalty. As Pookie headers it to Sargent. There's the shirt pull. Yeah, that's a shirt pull. That was a shirt pull. That should have been a penalty for me, but I don't think they've given it. So they've got away with murder there, Watford. Here's Pookie. 1-1. What a finish by Teemu Pukki. It's a first Premier League goal from open play for Pukki in 24 games, assisted by Norman. And it's 1-0 in East Anglia. And it's Norwich's first league goal from open play from this season so far. Femenia. Ismail Assar. Saved by Tim Krul. Williams goes down. And Pookie hits it over. Could have been 2-1 to Norwich. Cleverly. Here's Ismail Assar. Krul saves it, though. What a pass that was, though, from the Watford midfield. That could have easily been 2-1 to the Hornets. You've got to credit Tim Krul for the save, though. Hits his palm. But Farker looks concerned as Nagakia comes on for Femenia for Watford. Josh King. And what a finish from Ismail Assar. Bottom left, 2-1 to Watford. Assisted by Josh King. And the Hornets, the men from Hertfordshire, are leading here in Norfolk. The ex-Bournemouth player had so much space to assist Ismail Assar, and it is 2-1 to Watford. Sorry, I got it wrong, by the way. I totally mistook Todd Cantwell earlier while Norwich had the ball just then, because I totally forgot he was a substitute. So I think that's one of the biggest blunders I've made so far this channel. So I do apologise for that. Anyway, ow, my throat. Moving on. That was Norman, not Cantwell. Anyway, speaking of which, Cantwell comes on for Norman. And Sargent comes off for Tizolis. 70 minutes into the game. Here's Ismail Assar again. And he could have set up for the goal then. Emmanuel Dennis nearly scored because of Ismail Assar. Max Aarons. Dennis comes off for Ken Sema. Foster saves it. Rashika did have a go, though. Let me hear that again. No team has ever lost 15 consecutive Premier League games under the same manager. That doesn't look good for Daniel Farker. Oh, and McLean has given it away. And Josh King looked to finish. Krul saves it. But Ismail Assar finishes it off, but it's offside. But VAR's going to have a look. He's onside. It's 3-1. Onside. 3-1 to Watford. Ismail Assar scores 2 goals in a Premier League away match for the first time. And it's another terrific performance from Ismail Assar. Norwich 3-1 down. 5 played, 5 lost. Pressure for Daniel Farke. Match stats. Norwich 48 possession, Watford 52. Oh, that's tight. Both had 12 attempts, but Watford had 8 on target compared to Norwich's 5. 4 corners to Watford's 8. 0.82 to 2.21 for expected goals. Cathcart is the only player, Craig Cathcart's the only player that got yellow carded. And here is the Cycling GK being interviewed. Love Ben Foster. I absolutely love Ben Foster. I honestly do. He's freaking awesome. But anyway, before I listen to more of his interview, I just so you know when Match of the Day sometimes goes where Gary Lineker goes, example. And after the game, I spoke to Harry Kane. After the game, I spoke to Eden Hazard. And after the game, I spoke to Pep Guardiola. I thought it was going to be one for Ben Foster today because of his YouTube channel. Anyway, let's play it on. Coincidence? I think not. So instead, Lineker talks to Xisco, Watford's manager. Oh, what a nice interview. Zisco's absolutely delighted with that win for Watford at Carrow Road. Of course he is. No shit. Of course Ismail Assar's Watford's star player at the moment. The likes of Liverpool and Manchester United have been after him in the transfer window, and as have some of the European giants. Agreed. Agreed with Jermaine. They were literally the better team going forward, Watford. They really were. And it tore Norwich apart for that. See how much Cleverley's getting involved still. Such a good player, Ismail Assar, and deservedly highly rated. Yeah, they're going down. I know it's been 5 games, which is early days, but no, Norwich are going down again this season. They haven't improved the squad from the last time they went down. And they've conceded a lot of goals again. Well, not a lot today. Like, 3's not exactly a lot, but Norwich have got so much work to do. They really need to up their game, just against anyone now, if they want to stay up, because from what I've seen so far, first 5 games, they're not good enough. They are not good enough at all. Well, it's not just going to be a really long season for them. They keep playing like how they did 2 seasons ago and what they're doing now at the moment. Then, yeah, I can't see them staying up at all. I honestly can't. It'd be a miracle if they stayed up this season with the same relegation team. They're just the team is just not good enough for the Premier League. It's not good enough. They really need to up their game. Norwich have got so much work to do. And Daniel Farker has said that in an interview already this season, that Oh, the players have made too many mistakes. Oh, no, the players have made too many mistakes. What did he say after the Watford game? Oh, the players once again make too many mistakes. Come on, guys. You're in the Premier League. You got a chance. I know you make a lot of mistakes, and everyone does. But come on. We want to see Norwich actually fight it out for survival this season. Deja vu. There is nothing there. They don't. I agree with Martin Keown. They don't look like Premier League players. Who have they got next? Who have they got this weekend? Everton tomorrow at Goodison Park. Well, I don't think they're going to get a point from that either. I think that'll be a comfortable home win for Everton. Sorry, Norwich, but that's what I think. Anyway, let's move on. Speaking of Everton, we now go to Villa Park to watch them against Villa. Oh, my ears are killing me there. Oh, this is the replay of the Monday night match between Everton and Burnley. What a goal that was from Andros Townsend. Right, Villa, Martinez, Konza, Twanzebe, Mings, Cash, Ramsey, Louise, McGinn, Target, Ings and Watkins. Everton, Begovic, not Pickford. Godfrey, Mina, Keane and Dean. Townsend, Alan, Decore and Iwobi. And up front, Damari Gray and Salomon Rondon, because Dominic Calvert-Lewin was unavailable for the match. Well, Dominic Calvert-Lewin won't even be playing for a fortnight, so that doesn't look good for Everton. I know a fortnight's not like a whole season like Van Dijk, but last season, of course, when he got injured. But you know what I mean? Need him back as soon as possible. Richarlison's missing as well. Alan. Iwobi. Godfrey and Townsend. Godfrey crosses it into Rondon and misses completely. Brilliant chance from the ex-West Brom player. Corner to Villa. And it is Douglas Luiz to take it. Mings had a go, but Begovic saves it. And it's another corner to Villa. And Begovic was brought in because of Pickford's injury. Watkins goes down. Gets the free kick out of Michael Keane, but Matty Cash passes it to Matt Target. Here's Konzo, headers it in. Danny Ings had a go to make it 1-0 to Villa. He's already scored one cracker this season. Could have been two. McGinn. Mings. Target. Danny Ings. Here's Damari Gray. Could have passed it to Rondon, and Rondon would have made it 1-0. He was a whisker away from sliding in. Right, McGinn's coming off for Nakamba. Bailey comes on for Target, while Andre Gomez comes on for Rondon. Here's Townsend, though. Murray Gray has a go, but misses. Could have been 1-0 to Everton. Nakamba. Ings. Douglas Luiz. And Villa have scored. A screamer from Matty Cash. Assisted by Douglas Luiz. And what a way to score your first goal for Aston Villa. A rocket beyond Asmir Begovic. And it's 1-0 to Villa. Douglas Luiz. Matty Cash had another go. He's looking for confidence. He's full of confidence. But he does hand Villa a corner. 2-0. Leon Bailey, the new signing from Bayer Leverkusen, although it was an own goal from Luca Dean. Yeah, own goal from Dean. Ramsey. I thought that was free then. Almost a stunner. And this second half, Everton have been battered by the Claret and Blue side of Aston Villa. Gordon comes on for Alan as a substitute. Here's Bailey. 3-0 to wrap it up. And this time he does get his goal. Forever love Steffi Gregg says the shirts for a celebration. 3-0 Villa. And this time, the Jamaican does get his goal. Villa. Anyway, let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at the stats before we move on. 56% to 44%. To 44. 15 attempts to 11. 3 on target to 1. 5 corners to 4. 0.88 to 0.80 expected goals. Bailey and Godfrey both get on the book. I do agree with that. The game was quite tight, and then Bailey came on for Villa. What happened? Changed the whole game. This is some goal. What a strike from Leon Bailey. You can see how Matty Cash is delighted as well from that Twitter status. That tweet from his first Premier League goal in front of the whole tent. What dreams are made of with a Purple Heart and hashtag UTV. I'm delighted for him. I'm delighted for the Villa fans for that as well. They deserved the 3 points I fought against Everton. But it was a tight game, but then Leon Bailey came on. That changed everything. And that's why Villa got the deserved 3 points. Right. Wolves v Brentford, game week 4. No, wait. Match 4 from game week 5 at Molineux. Right, Wolves, Jose Sarr, Semedo, Kilman, Cody, Saiss, Marcel, Neves, Matinho, Trincayo, Traore, Jimenez. Brentford, Raya, Asia, Janssen, Pinnock, Canos, Norgard, Baptiste, Janelt, Henry, Mbomo and Tony. Watch out for Ivan Tony. Brentford 1-0 up already, but the flag's offside. Oh, that's a shame for Brentford. Sergi Canos. Norgard. Tries to find Rico Henry, but Brentford have a corner after the ball comes off Nelson Semedo. Headed out by Neves. Another corner for Brentford. And 2 of the players have gone down. It's given Brentford a penalty. I mean, what is Marcel doing? He's not even looking at the ball. Actually. The Wolves fans are fuming with the decision. To be honest, though, when I say that, though, Marcel does actually look at the ball while he's trying to get rid of Ivan Toney, trying to win the ball from Ivan Toney, but it was still a clumsy challenge, regardless. Was clumsy. Was clumsy, though, so yeah, it would be a penalty to Brentford, wouldn't it? And guess who's taking it? Ivan Toney. And he scores. Toney has scored all 10 league penalties he has taken for Brentford. It's 1-0 to the Bees here at Molineux in the West Midlands. Wolves just giving the ball away then. Here's Bomo for Brentford. Janelt. Canos. Back to Janelt. And Jose Sarr saves it, but it's 2-0. And Wolves are fuming because they thought it was offside. So let's have a look at that again. Bomo plays it to the left. Here's Canos to Janelt, which Jose Sarr saves. Then loses it. Brentford get it back with the header. Goes past the keeper. And put in by Ivan Toney, and Wolves fans are fuming because they all reckon he's offside. With the back heel. Yeah, I thought there was a man on the line as well. I do agree with Jonathan Pearce. I swear one of the Wolves players was on the line. No, I didn't think. Yeah, I didn't think Ivan Toney was offside because there was a man on the line when he backheeled that in. Yeah, it's Seiss. Ivan Toney is level with Roman Seiss when he got that back heel. For me, that's a goal. No goal. So it wasn't because of the offside, but it's because Ivan Toney apparently handballed it. That's not a handball to me. I know it goes on Ivan Toney's arm, but that's literally past. That's literally, it's not even past here. No, it's not even past here. It's nowhere here. And this is where, once again, I think the rules of the game should change. Because if it goes on your shoulder, that is not a handball at all. I don't think. I just think it ruins the game. And he was literally here, the ball was. But rules are the rules. They're going to disallow it. Traore. Has a go. Oh, my God. When I said Jota's was one of the misses of the season earlier for Liverpool Palace, that was miss of the season. How did Adama Traore miss that? That should have been a goal, surely. Look at the way Traore shot that. That should have gone in and it hit the bar. Again, Wolves proving that they're such a good team to watch. They're such a good team in the league, but they're too unclinical again. How did that hit the woodwork and not go in? David Raya plays it to the left to Ivan Toney. (2-0). And it does count. And it is 2-0 to Brentford. Toney assists. Mbomo scores 2-0 to the West Londoners. Brentford tearing Wolves apart with their defence. And it is 2-0 to Brentford. Sice comes off for Hwang for Wolves. Marcel goes down and looks for it. Yellow for Baptiste. Yeah, that's it. He does look for him. That was a late challenge, and that's not just a foul. That, from the way I saw that from Baptiste, that's a yellow. Correct decision. He's off. He's off. Baptiste is off. Pulls the Wolves player down. No contact with the ball whatsoever. And that looked like a rough challenge to me as well. So, yeah, that's the second yellow. Yeah, Baptiste is off, surely. Yeah. Yeah, he's off. And Thomas Frank, coincidentally, was about to bring on Frank Onyeka for Baptiste, but too late. Baptiste got a second yellow. He's off the pitch. Rightly so. Yeah, literally pulls Trincao down with the shirt. Shorts, actually. Both sides of the shorts. Yeah, clear yellow card as to its day. So second yellow, red card. Onyeka's on for Sergi Canos instead. Marcel comes off for Podence. And then Henry and Janssen both come off for Zanka and Roeslev. But Wolves haven't had a shot on target since Traore hit the bar. So that doesn't look good at all. But here is Traore. And this time they were on target. But Jimenez missed. Jimenez has taken off the head protection as well. And now Mbomo hits the woodwork. Could have been free, and it could have finished the whole game off. The game's finished anyway. The game's finished anyway, and the Wolves fans boo. Boos all around Molineux after that performance. And it ends 2-0 to Brentford. And Brentford, impressively, won the game with 10 men. They did play well. Brentford. Very well. 62% possession to 38, 11 attempts to 9. No shots on target for Wolves at all. Yet Traore hit the crossbar. And Brentford had 3, according to the stats. And then Wolves have 4 corners. They had 4 corners. Brentford had 2. 0.95 expected goals for Wolves, 1.94 for Brentford. And then Jose Sarr, Roman Saiz, Ruben Neves, Henry, Baptiste, and Janssen all got on the book, with Baptiste being sent off as well. Now let's listen to Thomas Frank and Bruno Lage. Brilliant performance by Brentford. Wolves have got work to do. See how comfortable Brentford looked, though, during this match. I still don't think they're going to beat Liverpool, though, this weekend. But yeah, great performance by Norgard. And so was Ivan Toney. He was fantastic as well. I mean, he does keep an eye on the ball, though, Marcel, but he's nowhere near the ball, though, on the other hand, though, and also isn't looking at Ivan Toney and brought him down like a rugby tackle. So it's a clear penalty to any day for Brentford there. So clumsy from Marcel. I see. I think that goal should have counted personally. It would have been 3-0 to Brentford then. Right, 4 games down, 6 to go. Right. Burnley versus Arsenal, where Sean Dyche has signed a new contract for the club. 4-year deal. Right. Burnley, Nick Pope, Lowton, Tarkowski, me, Taylor, Goodmanson, Westwood, Brownhill, McNeil, Ashley Barnes, Chris Wood. Arsenal, Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, White, Gabriel, Tierney, Partey, Smith Rowe, Odegaard, Saka, Pepe, and Aubameyang up front. I cannot stand Arsenal's away kit this season, the yellow. It's just disgusting. I'm sorry, it is. Odegaard. Here's Tierney. Arsenal trying to find a chance already here at Turf Moor. Here's Goodmanson. Lowton. Is Lowton going to cross it right? Yes, he is. Westwood to Ashley Barnes, whose header is wide. But yeah, I see that Aaron Ramsdale's been in favour for Bernd Leno this match. So what does that tell you? Saka, and he goes down. Westwood brought him down. Yellow card for Ashley Westwood. I mean, that is very late, and it's a free kick to the Gunners. Odegaard takes it 1-0. What a free kick! No chance for Nick Pope. Odegaard's first competitive goal for 6 months, and it's 1-0 to Arsenal here in the Northwest, in Lancashire. Brilliant free kick. Burnley 0, Arsenal 1. Here's Saka. Aubameyang. Partey. Odegaard. Crosses it right to Pepe. Smith Rowe tries to make it 2, but it goes over. Goodmanson. Start the second half now. Burnley corner as Arsenal block it. Goodmanson has a go, but it's blocked by the Arsenal defence. Burnley appeal for a penalty and handball from one of Arsenal's players, but it's comfortably saved and straight to Aaron Ramsdale. Saka. Aubameyang, Smith Rowe. Straight to Pope. Goes straight to Nick Pope. Goodmanson and Barnes come off for Vidra and Cornet. Westwood. Brownhill, sorry. Exchange of passes with Vidra. What a save by Ramsdale. As Cornet has a go. Cornet, not Cornet. But it goes to Ramsdale's gloves. Ramsdale's gloves. Lokonga comes on for Smith Rowe. Oh, a mistake from Arsenal. Vidra and Ramsdale collide as VAR check the penalty. And Anthony Taylor has given Burnley a penalty as Arsenal's players are furious and are protesting. But he's being checked by VAR if the penalty's going to be going ahead. No penalty. No penalty for Burnley. Sean Dyche cannot believe it. Jay Rodriguez comes on for Chris Wood as Maitland-Niles and Tavares come on for Partey and Tierney. Too many headers here as Tarkowski tries to play it in. Westwood. Arsenal clear it though from Gabriel. But now Brownhill wins it back for Burnley. And Jay Rodriguez's header chance goes over. And that's it. Odegaard's free kick is why Arsenal have won the game. 2 wins in a row from Mikel Arteta's side. And looks like he will be keeping his job because he looked to be out. But he's beaten both Norwich and Burnley. And now he's got a North London derby to prepare for against Tottenham on Sunday at the Emirates. The stats. Let's have a look at the stats. %45 possession to 55, 18 attempts to 13, 3 on target and 3 on target, 8 corners to 3, 1.11 expected goals to 1.02. Barnes, Westwood, and Tavares all get on the book. Let's hear what Dyche and Arteta have to say. That was an amazing free kick by Odegaard. Yeah, I thought he had a good game. I thought he had a great game, Ramsdale. I really thought he had a good game. And if he starts over Leno against Tottenham, I won't be surprised at all. See the Burnley fans fuming. But Ben White made such a bad mistake then. He nearly conceded. That's not a penalty at all. So yeah, they made the right decision. Anthony Taylor, of all people, made the right decision as well. So I could tell how fuming he was when Anthony Taylor originally gave Burnley the penalty. So yeah. He got to touch the ball. It's no way a penalty. He got a touch to the ball. It's not a penalty at all. How can Sean Dyche be fuming at that? It was clearly not a penalty. So look at Ramsdale go up to Ben White and like, yes, mate, we got rid of it. And then the referee points to the spot and Ramsdale, watch Ramsdale afterwards. Fuming. He's like, that's what the fuck? That's what he's like. I don't blame him. No way a penalty. Right. And there we go. That's the end of that. Arsenal's second win of the season. Right. Now to the Etihad, to Manchester, where City face my new home side for uni accommodation purposes, Southampton. Here's Man City, Southampton at the Etihad. Hang on. Let me hear that again. Let me hear that again. Pep Guardiola said what? So Pep Guardiola refused to apologise because after saying he'd like more fans at the Etihad Stadium for the visit of Southampton. Wait! City have fans? Wow. Anyway. Anyway, let's watch this match between Man City and Southampton. Right, Man City, Ederson, Walker, Diaz, Ake, Cancelo, Gundogan, Fernandinho, Bernardo Silva, Jesus, Sterling, and Grealish. Southampton, McCarthy, Livramento, Stevens, Bednarek, and Walker Peters, Redmond, Romeo, Ward-Prowse, and El Yanusi, Shea Adams, and Adam Armstrong up front. Walker, Sterling, into Gundogan, but it goes straight to Alex McCarthy, the Southampton goalkeeper. Walker, is he going to cross it in? He's going to try and cross it in. And Gundogan's header goes way over. He knows it was a chance as well, considering he had 17 goals for City last season. And last season, he reminded me of the likes of Lampard and Gerrard. Grealish. Bednarek tried to get rid of it. And a very important slide for his slides to go straight to McCarthy's hands. Fernandinho. Cancelo. Jack Stevens has a look at Cancelo. Here's Gabriel Jesus. The header off the Southampton defence. Brilliant. Bednarek, that was. What a block from Jan Bednarek. Meanwhile, Salisu now comes on for Jack Stevens. Here's Livramento for Southampton. Ake has a look. But he's found Adam Armstrong. Walker loses it. City lose it again. Here's Adam Armstrong. Oh, and I think that could be a penalty. It's a penalty to Southampton. Kyle Walker is seething as John Moss points to the spot. That's a clear penalty. And Walker's sent off. It's clumsy, but that's not a red card, though. I'd say that's a yellow for definite, but I don't think that's enough to be a red card, personally. But it is definitely a penalty for Southampton. No question about it. But Ward-Prowse looks to take the penalty. What? That's ridiculous. Okay. Well, 50-50. That was not a red card for Kyle Walker, in my opinion. That was a yellow for definite. But getting rid of the red card from VAR, correct decision. However, they also got rid of the penalty decision. Incorrect decision. A clear penalty. That was ridiculous. Should have been a penalty to Southampton. Stays 0-0. Fernandinho, Jesus and Bernardo Silva all come off for De Bruyne, Mahrez and Foden. Shea Adams comes up for Brozier. Adam Armstrong, and it goes straight to Ederson. Livramento. Oh, that was a late challenge. Booked for it as Foden protests to make it red. It's a yellow, definitely. That's definitely a yellow. Perrault comes on for Livramento in the meanwhile as Sterling takes on Ward-Prowse and Romeo goes for goal. Blocks, though, by Salisu. Corner to City. Mahrez. De Bruyne. Free header from Foden, and it goes in. And the flag's gone up. And it's another VAR look. Offside. Hassan Hootle's delighted. Sterling's just offside. And it ends goalless at the Etihad. What a point, though, for Southampton. Fair play to them. But they should have had a penalty. That was no way not a penalty. But I'm glad they overturned Kyle Walker's red card decision because that wasn't a red. It was a yellow for definite. Pep's fuming. "64% possession to 36, 16 attempts to 10, 1 on target to 2, 8 corners to 5, 1.01 expected goals, 0.46. Walker Peters and Livramento were the only 2 people that had yellow cards. So let's now see what Pep and Hassan Hootle have to say. Brilliant performance that was by Southampton. Absolutely brilliant. I thought they were better than City that game. Much better than City. Look at that. Look at that position. Great position Redmond gets in there. No, it wasn't a red. It wasn't a red for Walker. It's a yellow. It's a yellow for definite. It's a yellow for definite. A yellow. It's a yellow for definite for Walker. But Southampton should have had a penalty. It's as simple as that. Four games to go. Newcastle versus Leeds. 2 northern clubs at St James's Park. Darlow. This is Newcastle, by the way. Darlow. Manquillo, Hayden, Lascelles, Clark, Ritchie, Almiron, Willock, John Longstaff, Joe Linton, and Sant Maximan up front. For Leeds, Meslier, Dallas, Ayling, Cooper, Firpo, Calvin Phillips, Rafinha, Click, Rodrigo, Daniel James, with Patrick Bamford up front. Calvin Phillips. Bamford. Rafinha. Rafinha tries to cross it in, and it's gone in. It's 1-0 to Leeds. And it's a goal because if Bamford touched that, it would have been ruled out for offside for definite. But now that was a brilliant goal by Rafinha, and half of Rafinha's 8 Premier League goals have been scored from outside the penalty area. But it was assisted by Bamford anyway. 1-0 to Leeds in the northeast. Actually, sorry, that wasn't Bamford who nearly touched that. That was Rodrigo. If Rodrigo touched that, then yeah, it would have been offside for definite. But he did very well. Bamford assisted the goal that Rafinha obviously scored. But yeah, 1-0 to Leeds. And the Newcastle fans are fuming already. Rodrigo. Daniel James goes down, but Mike Dean says play on. Joelinton. Almiron. Better from Newcastle as Saint-Maximin takes on the Leeds defence. And that's surely, oh, what a save by Meslier. To deny Joelinton, the best we've seen from Newcastle all game so far. Why? It's not that. It's not even that bad. It's not even a foul. It's more like a shoulder barge to me. Anyway, here's Alan Saint-Maximin, Newcastle star player. Almiron. Richie. Hits the post. But Meslier couldn't get to it. Richie. Willock. Joelinton. Taking on Luke Ayling. And here's Saint-Maximin. It's 1-1. What a finish. It had to be Alan Saint-Maximin, who has scored in consecutive Premier League home games for the first time. Assist from Joelinton. He loves the Newcastle supporters. 1-1 at St James's Park. And it's Saint-Maximin's second goal of the season. What a valuable asset Saint-Maximin is to Newcastle United right now. And here he is again. Absolutely wonderful. But Newcastle do lose the ball. And here comes Junior Firpo for Leeds. Crosses it to Rafinha. Too many fucking touches, man. Otherwise, it would have been 2-1 to Leeds, surely. Given Rafinha's quality. And then Junior Firpo misses a sitter. Should have easily been 2-1 to Leeds then. All Rafinha's fault for taking too many touches, in my opinion. Daniel James had a go, but it's a good save by Carl Darlow. It was Lascelles trying to get it away. It's Joe Linton. Sam Maximan. Sam Maximan! Saved by Meslier. Two French youngsters going head to head. Ryan Fraser comes on for Miguel Almiron. Tyler Robertson Somerville come on for Rafinha and Daniel James. Here's Liam Cooper for Leeds. Rodrigo to Bamford, but it goes straight to Carl Darlow. What an opportunity by Patrick Bamford. Kraft comes on for Manquillo. Here's Sam Maximan now. And another terrific effort, but it goes straight to Meslier. Couldn't hold it, but does beat it away. And it ends 1-1 at St James's Park. Throat's killing me. So, listening to the managers then, and now I'm going to see the statistics one last time. Stats, yes. 35 to 65 for possession, 17 to 22 for attempts, 7 to 9 on target, 4 corners to 5, 1.26 expected goals to 1.43. Richie, Almiron, Rodrigo and Firpo all get in the book. A fair 1-1 result, in my opinion. Both games went both clubs went end to end that match, and both deserved the points. But you know what that shows? Both Newcastle and Leeds both have a lot of work to do if they want to do better than their positions this season. What a goal that was. What a finish by Alan Saint-Maximin. What a player. He literally carries that Newcastle team at the moment. Look at that for a shot. He carries the Newcastle team at the moment. He deserves a better team, in my opinion. Right. Brighton against Leicester, away to Tottenham, and the live stream on with the fixture I did a live stream on last week with 3 of my friends from my uni. West Ham played Manchester United at the Olympic Stadium in East London. Just want to see what it says here about the news. Apparently, oh God, violent clashes at Turf Moor between Burnley and Arsenal fans. Gee up. Right, on to match of the day 2, where the remaining 3 games are. If I hurries up. That laugh was fake. Right, 3 games to go. Oh yeah, of course. Jimmy Greaves passed away. Legend for us and a legend for Tottenham. What a player. Chelsea, Tottenham, and West Ham. What a player this guy was. He's Tottenham's all-time top scorer. What a player. Rest in peace, Jimmy. What a legend he was. I mean, look at that. He is the all-time top goal scorer in English top flight history with 357 goals. Making that top 8 after Jimmy Greaves. Steve Bloomer, second on 314. Third is Dixie Dean, an Everton icon, with 310. Fourth is Gordon Hodgson on 288. Fifth is a certain Alan Shearer on 283. Sixth is Charlie Butchen on 258. Seventh is David Jack on 257. And eighth is Nat Lofthouse on 255. But what a player Jimmy Greaves was. Rest in peace. And also, he is third, Jimmy Greaves, for Europe's top 5 leagues with the most league goals. Ahead of Gerd Muller on 365. Greaves is on 366. And the only 2 players he's behind are a certain Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. 479 and 474. Harry Kane says he's a true legend and one of the great goal scorers. Tottenham said football. Tottenham said that football will not see his like ever again. And Gary Lineker said quite possibly the greatest striker this country has ever produced. He's definitely one of them. Definitely. Gareth Southgate puts, Jimmy Greaves was someone who's admired by all who love football, regardless of club allegiances. Fantastic guy. And Sir Jeff Hurst said, terrific guy with an absolutely brilliant sense of humour. The best. Ian Wright said, the first footballer's name I ever heard from my teacher. No, Ian, finished like Jimmy Greaves. That's the quote. Just a brilliant player. And Tottenham's, in my opinion, Tottenham's best player of all time. What a guy. What a guy. Anyway, love you, Jimmy. And after that Jimmy Greaves tribute, where else do we start with 3 games to go for this week? His 2 most successful clubs, Tottenham against Chelsea at White Hart Lane. Well, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but it was built where White Hart Lane was. I still call it White Hart Lane. Anyway, Tottenham versus Chelsea. Right. So Tottenham's team was Lloris, Emerson Royale, Reguilon, Christian Romero, Eric Dyer, Ndombele, Højbjerg, Dele Alli, Lo Celso, Kane, and Heung-min Son. Emerson's in also. Oh, Sorry, Romero's in also because obviously because of Tanganga's red card against Crystal Palace previously. As for Chelsea, after Edouard Mendy picked up an injury in training, Kepa is in goal with Christensen, Thiago Silva and Rudiger at the back. Alonso and Azpilicueta are both wing-backs. In the middle of midfield are Jorginho and Kovacic, with Mount, Havertz and Lukaku being the front three. Actually, no, sorry. Mendy picked up a hip injury right at the end of the game against Zenit St. Petersburg in the Champions League on the Tuesday. But he should be back for the City game at Stamford Bridge and then Juventus, our second Champions League game. Jimmy Greaves. Now, obviously, I have watched this match already, as because I was at the pub watching it. But so I may as well just do a watch along while reacting, of course. Well, I've already reacted to it at the pub, but yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway, here's Dele Alli. Now, I thought Tottenham started really brightly this first half, but they did lose it there. As here comes Mason Mount. Here's Lukaku. Back to Mount. Very unselfish from Romelu Lukaku to pass it to Mount like that. Kane goes down. Ali. Son. Here's Reguilon, who's past Christensen and Thiago Silva. Rudiger blocks it. But Reguilon keeps it in. Here's Harry Kane. It goes to Kepa, but Kepa spills it, but then keeps hold of it. Both teams have had breakaway chances already. Alonso. Christensen. Lukaku back to Christensen, who has a go, but it's wide from the top right post. Dele Alli. Højbjerg. And Dobele to Lo Celso. And Son's through on Alonso. But Kepa saves it. First real test for Kepa as he takes it away from Son. Kante comes on for Mason Mount. Alonso and Lloris saves it. Another chance for Chelsea. Kante. Alonso. He was looking for Azpilicueta, but Emerson Royale got there. Corner for Chelsea, and Alonso's going to take it. One 0 gets in. Thiago Silva. The assist from Marcus Alonso. Lloris couldn't get to it from the corner. 1-0 to Chelsea. Brilliant. Havertz. Alonso. Back to Kai Havertz. Azpilicueta. Alonso nearly made it too. What a save by Lloris. But I think Eric Dyer got the touch though. He did as well, not Lloris. What a block by Eric Dyer. Kovacic. Alonso. Kante. And it's 2-0. Kante scores 2-0 to Chelsea. Assist from Kovacic, but it was deflected off the Spurs defence. And after blocking the shot recently, this time it's a deflection off Eric Dyer to make it 2-0 to Chelsea. Brian Gill and Oliver Skip come on for Ndombele and Lo Celso. Here's Kane. Has a go, but it goes straight to Kepa. Werner comes on for Havertz. And here is Timo Werner. Corner to Chelsea after a block from Eric Dyer. Thiago Silva had another go again, but it got saved by Lloris. An excellent attempt, though, from Thiago Silva. Alonso. Werner. Kante. Looking for Werner. And then Alonso saves it. Alonso has a go. Lloris saves it. Lloris saves it again. Lloris to the rescue from all of Chelsea's attack then. Davinson Sanchez comes on for Christian Romero for Tottenham. Here's Rudiger. Lukaku. Straight to Lloris. Alonso. Kovacic. Finding Lukaku. Then finds Kovacic. And another save by Francis #1, Hugo Lloris. Lloris really is trying to keep Tottenham in the game, isn't he? Corner for Chelsea, once again by Marcus Alonso. Azpilicueta. Werner. Rudiger, 3-0. What a finish. A masterclass of a second half performance from Chelsea. Assisted by Timo Werner. Scored by his compatriot Antonio Rudiger. And the European champions have been fantastic this second half performance. "3-0 to Chelsea. What a win. Final score, Tottenham 0, Chelsea 3. Right, let's look at the stats. 47% possession to 53, 8 attempts to 20, 2 on target to 10, 5 corners to 11, 0.73 expected goals, 2.21, and the only yellow card was from Timo Werner. What a second half, though. To be fair, I didn't think Tottenham played that bad, but I just thought second half Chelsea turned on the screw completely. Tottenham played a lot better than they did against Crystal Palace. They were shocking against Palace. But Tottenham were really good, I thought, in the first half. But the second half, we turned on the screw and were just brilliant from then. Our defenders being amazing again. Our defensive players, Kante, Rudiger, Thiago Silva and Alonso, all 4 of them were absolutely magnificent that whole game. Ha ha! Thank you, Alan Shearer. It was men versus boys. And we should have had 6 or 7. Like I said, we should have had more goals, but you can thank Reece for that if you're a Tottenham fan. He tried to keep Tottenham in the game. But they've got work to do if they want to beat Arsenal on Sunday at the Emirates. Brilliant performance from our defenders. Amazing. What a substitution, bringing Kante on for Mount. Masterclass of a substitution by Thomas Tuchel. Worked amazingly, that substitution. What a guy. What a guy. Thiago Silva. What a player. One of the best centre-backs this last decade in the world. He's 37 this year and he's still playing amazingly. Absolutely incredible. I thought he had a poor game, Kane. I thought he had such a poor game. No wonder Rudiger, Thiago Silva, Christensen even found it easy against Tottenham. Well, against Harry Kane. I honestly thought Kane had such a poor game. He's just playing too far deep at the moment, Harry Kane is. And that is really what Nuno and Tottenham really need to sort out. In the danger areas, Harry Kane only touched the ball 5 times. Romelu Lukaku, 17. That's the difference for both strikers in that game. And yeah, exactly. Agreed with Shearer. Lukaku touched the ball 17 times, Kane 5, and Romelu didn't even have his best game against Tottenham. It was the defence that won it for us. Rudiger, Alonso, Thiago Silva, and Kante, and Christensen. The defence was class today. And that substitution by Tuchel to take Mount off was absolutely spot on. Yeah, I agree. The midfield really need to step up because Harry's trying to do all of it for Tottenham. Right, 2 games to go. Next is Brighton versus Leicester. Actually, no, before that, I would like to see this actually. We're going to see what goal of the month is for August tonight as well on this live stream. So let's have a look and see what they are. 8 to choose from. Okay. Come on, what are they then? 8 for goal of the month for August. I'm actually so excited for this. Okay, what's number 1? Luke Ayling, Man United versus these. Oh, this was a brilliant goal, this was. Look at that. Vardy against Wolves is number 2. I'd say A-Links is better. It was a brilliant goal. I'd say A-Links is better. The third is by Cucho for Watford versus Aston Villa. Cucho Hernandez. That's some goal. Do I think that's better than A-Links, though? I'd probably say it was, to be honest. Decore, Everton versus Southampton is number 4. Now, I way prefer the Leeds and Watford goals then. Obviously, it was a great goal, though, by Decore, but I do prefer the other two. Top bins, though, top right. Mane, Liverpool versus Burnley is number 5. What a pass from Van Dijk to Harvey Elliott. That's some finish. No match of the day. They'll say the top 3 as well of August, of every month. Oh, this was an amazing goal. Danny Ings, Villa versus Newcastle. Yeah, that has to be in the top 3. By C. That has to be in the top 3. Oh, this is a brilliant goal as well. Rafinha, Leeds versus Everton. Some strike. Oh, and the last one's Antonio, West Ham versus Leicester. I love the celebration, though, there from Antonio. Right. I'm going to say, this is me being honest. I know so many people disagree with me, but I'm just going to be honest. Out of Luke Ayling, Jamie Vardy, Cucho Hernandez, Abdoulaye Decore, Sadio Mane, Danny Ings, Rafinha, and Mikel Antonio. I'm going to say third, Luke Ayling for Leeds against Man United at Old Trafford. Second, Cucho Hernandez for Watford against Aston Villa at Vicarage Road. But my number 1 has to be Danny Ings for Aston Villa versus Newcastle at Villa Park. That is my goal of the month for August, is Danny Ings is for Villa against Newcastle. But we'll see what match of the day put at the end. Anyway, 2 games to go. I'm going with Danny Ings. Oh, no, sorry. It's not Brighton Leicester next. It is actually West Ham Manchester United next. And this is the match I did the live stream on with Josh, Tova, and Naya. and obviously Josh is the United fan. So yeah, I've seen this match already as well, but obviously let's look at the highlights. So West Ham, Fabianski, Sofal, Cresswell, Zuma, Ogbonna, Souček, Rice. I'm saying I'm disgusted because I'm gutted we sold Kurt Zuma to West Ham, but oh well. Of course, Antonio got suspended because of his red card against Southampton, but anyway. Fabianski, Sofal, Zuma, Ogbonna, Cresswell, Souček, Rice, Vlasic, Benrahma, Fornals, and Bowen. United, De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, Raphael Varane, Maguire, Fred, McTominay, Pogba, Fernandes, Greenwood, and an obvious Cristiano Ronaldo. And West Ham and Manchester United paying tribute to Jimmy Greaves. That's absolutely incredible. But Greaves used to play for West Ham, though, as well. So it does also make sense. Fornals. Here's Sofal. Bowen. De Gea saves it and blocks it. And then Souček has a go, which went over. Fernandes. Trying to find Greenwood. It's a corner to Manchester United. Greenwood and Ronaldo both in the box as Luke Shaw now takes this corner. Finding Ronaldo, and then Fernandes has a shot. Hits the post. Pushed onto the onto the post by Fabianski. Bowen. Benrahma deflected in 1-0 to West Ham. And it's Said Benrahma who scores, assisted by Jared Bowen. Deflection off one of the best centre-backs of the last decade, Raphael Varane. And it's 1-0 to West Ham. Bruno Fernandes taking on Souček. Ronaldo saved by Fabianski and then puts it in. It had to be. Once again, Cristiano Ronaldo scores. And he is now keeping this record as it stands. He's keeping this record as it stands for scoring in every game ever since his return at Manchester United. VAR are checking for it, though, for it to be offside. Nah, that's onside. 1-0. And Ronaldo's getting his goal. Second half, 4-0. Yarmolenko comes on for Vlasic. A collision. A collision between Paul Pogba and Thomas Souček, and the West Ham fans and players protest for a penalty, but Martin Atkinson says no. Sorry, it was Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka and Souček, not Pogba. But Ben Rama was trying to play Souček, but him and Wan-Bissaka collide. And the referee says no penalty. Nah, that's not enough to be a penalty, in my opinion. Right. Coming on, Jesse Lingard and Jadon Sancho. As Mason Greenwood and Paul Pogba both come off. Here's Luke Shaw. Ronaldo goes down. And Atkinson says no. Ronaldo is furious. After a collision with Sofal. No penalty for Manchester United. Referee feels Ronaldo was looking for it. Lingard. Sancho. Back to Jesse Lingard. Ronaldo goes down again. That's not a penalty. He's looking for it. Ronaldo's looking for it. Lanzini comes on for Ben Rama. Matic comes on for Fred. Here's Luke Shaw. Matic. Lingard. What a goal. What a goal that was. Absolute belter from Jesse Lingard. And I'll tell you what, that will be in September's goal of the month competition from Match of the Day, I reckon. So, yeah, what a goal by Jesse Lingard. Assist from Nemanja Matic. And Jesse Lingard does the respectful thing to not celebrate against the club he has been absolutely brilliant for during his loan spell at West Ham last season. But that was some strike. And Lingard does score against the club he played for last season in the second half. Surely the winner for United. And that's what I thought when I watched it. It was surely the winner. Now we're in stoppage time. And there's Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo has one-on-one with Zuma. And Ronaldo's once again looking for another penalty. And Martin Atkinson says no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I want to look back at that. I don't think... See, I disagree with some of the United fans. I don't think Zuma touched him, to be honest. I thought Ronaldo actually tried to dive. So no wonder Martin Atkinson didn't get the penalty. So, in all honesty, I think one of the decisions earlier should have been a penalty to United, but not that one. Yarmolenko. And it goes off Luke Shaw's hand. Handball. West Ham appeal for a penalty. Ronaldo tries to stop the West Ham players appealing and saying that it's a corner to stick up for Atkinson. But for me, that was a penalty because it did. Luke Shaw did handball it. Definite handball, definite penalty. Oh dear, from Luke Shaw, but definite penalty. Hear the roar of the East Londoners. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is furious and he throws his bottle onto the floor like he's had a massive temper tantrum. Declan Rice has the ball on his hands, but David Moyes does such a last-minute substitution to bring on their legend, Mark Noble. Jared Bowen makes way for Mark Noble. 531st appearance for the Hammers. Be his 60th goal if it goes in, and it could be 2-2. Noble takes it. What a save by De Gea. What a save by David De Gea. And De Gea has won the game for Manchester United. Lingard didn't win the game. David De Gea won the game. And Maguire's delighted with that one. Poor Mark Noble. West Ham were very unlucky that game. They played so well that game. So here are the match stats. 39% possession to 61, 13 attempts to 17, 4 on target to 10, 2 corners to 11, 1.64 expected goals to 1.98. No bookings. Now let's see what the managers have to say. And the players, of course. Yeah, I agree with the first one. So foul was clumsy for the first one. See, The last one I didn't think was a penalty, the one with Zuma and Ronaldo, but the first one with Sofal, definitely, that was definitely a penalty. But hey ho, United still won the game. I thought the one on Zuma, I honestly thought was too soft to be a penalty. I'm not going to lie. But no, the one on Sofal was clumsy. That's a definite penalty. The one with Sofal. What a save by De Gea with his right hand. He gave it a go though, didn't he, Noble? Unlucky. West Ham were unlucky that game. They played so well. Yeah, that's the other one that should have been a penalty. That's the other one that should have been the penalty. Wan-Bissaka and Souček. Ah. Oh no, that's the Sofal one I was talking about. Okay, fair enough. That is a definite penalty. The Sofal one of Ronaldo. I thought the last one wasn't a penalty at all. Yes, Zuma was clumsy, but I didn't think he touched Ronaldo that much. Didn't think it was a penalty, the last one. Not enough. But the other two, Ronaldo, the other two, though, Ronaldo and Sofal, and then Wan-Bissaka and Souček, they should have been penalties for Man United, definitely. Definitely. But that was a poor game for the referees and VAR, to be honest. So they've got work to do. That was an amazing goal by Lingard. Absolutely incredible. Delighted. To be fair, I'm delighted for him because that was a brilliant goal. And here we go. The last match, the final match, finally. Brighton versus Leicester at the Amex in East Sussex. So, Brighton played Robert Sanchez, Veltman, Duffy, Dunk, March, Lallana, Bissouma, Cucurella, Trossard and Welbeck, and Mopé. Leicester, Schmeichel, Ricardo Pereira, Soyuncu, Vestergaard and Ryan Bertrand, Tielemans, Ndidi and Samare, Maddison, Harvey Barnes, Vardy. Vardy's 250th Premier League appearance for Leicester. Here's Cucurella. Mopé. Deflected from Yannick Vestergaard. As Mopé had to look to score. It doesn't get close, though, to Schmeichel's hands. Gloves. Here's Trossard. Now Bissouma, who passes it the other way. Now Lallana. Cucurella. Welbeck. Back to Cucurella. Into Mopé, but not quite. But Brighton win it back. Solimarch has to go, but Schmeichel saves it. Mopé. Trossard. Leandro Trossard cleared by Harvey Barnes. It's a corner to Brighton. Trossard taking the corner. Brighton appeal for a penalty. He's given a corner. Brighton are furious. Leicester players also argue. I love their away kit, to be fair, the black and pink. It did get to Vestergaard's hands slightly. It's a penalty to Brighton. Kasper Schmeichel and Yannick Vestergaard are furious. Penalty is given to the Seagulls. Handball by Yannick Vestergaard. And Mopé's going to take it. Calm as you like. 1-0 to Brighton. And Mopé scores again. His third of the season already. But he was also tugging Jan Vestergaard back, and that explains why Leicester were so furious with the penalty decision. Anyway, Ademola Lookman now comes on for James Maddison. Wait a minute. There's something I want to check, actually. Yeah, he's Ademola Lookman. I was going to say, what other Lookman would it be? Jesus Christ, I should know this now off by heart, but... Oh, man, why do I keep forgetting that he hasn't left Fulham? He has left Fulham. He was on loan from RB Leipzig. He's on loan from RB Leipzig now. Anyway. Vardy tries to win the ball back. And misses. Wide from Jamie Vardy. 5 goals in 8 appearances against Brighton as well, Jamie Vardy. He misses that time. And it's a foul by Ryan Bertrand on Solimarch. And it will be a free kick to Brighton. Free kick for the Seagulls. 2-0. What a header from Danny Welbeck. Free header from Danny Welbeck. Assist from Leandro Trossard. Brighton continuing their perfect starts to the season. And it's 2-0 to Brighton here against Leicester City. A phenomenal start to the season for Brighton. And they are 2 up against Leicester. Ricardo Pereira now for Leicester. Tielemans, and it is 2-1. And Vardy does get his goal against Brighton once again. The assist from Yuri Tielemans. And Vardy on his 250th appearance. His 150th Leicester goal. And Leicester are back in the game. 2-1. And Weepu comes on for Solly March for Brighton. But here's Ricardo Pereira on the attack. Now, Ademola Lookman. Deflected from Adam Lallana, and it's a corner to Leicester. Leicester has a go, and it's 2-0. It's in. But the flag is up for offside. That's a shame for Leicester. No goal. Offside. That is a real punch in the face there for Leicester. Bird and Moda come on for Welbeck and Basuma, while Castagna and Iheanacho come on for Samari and Bertrand. Ricardo Pereira. Brighton clear it. But Leicester win it back. Here's Ademola Lookman. And hits the bar. Harvey Barnes had the go. Tremendous save by Robert Sanchez. Corner to Leicester. And another goal for Leicester. Header for Ndidi, and it's been ruled out. What the hell? Offside again. They are so unlucky, Leicester are. Brendan Rodgers fuming. Brighton survived to continue their impressive start to the season. But to be honest, for me, that goal should have counted. Should have been 2-2, but well done to Brighton. Their perfect start continues. I will admit, though, Leicester were very unlucky that match because they once again played so well. They were unlucky against Man City last time as well. They will get wins, though, Leicester will, because both of those games, they have played so well. Not like the shocker of the game they had against West Ham a few weeks ago. %37 possession, 63, 12 attempts to 14, 5 on target to 3, 4 corners to 9, 1.56 expected goals to 1.54. Veltman, Robert Sanchez, and Ndidi all get in the books. Now let's hear the players and managers. It is a fantastic win for Brighton. Vestergaard's fuming. I do feel for Leicester. I thought they got screwed over that match, to be honest. They played so well. Not saying that Brighton played bad, because Brighton played so well as well, but a draw should have been a fair result. I thought Leicester got robbed in that match, to be honest. It once again just shows that I just don't agree with the idea of VAR in the Premier League at all. Yeah, that first one was offside. The second one was not offside at all. No, it was ridiculous. This should have stood. This should have stood. The equaliser from Ndidi that should have counted. That should have stood. Should have been 2-all. Got robbed that match. I honestly did. It is a clear good goal. Yeah, Leicester got robbed that match. I'm sorry, they did. I'll tell you what, though, what a performance from the Brighton player, Cucurella. What a performance. But yeah, I completely agree with Alan Shearer. The first goal that Leicester scored after their goal from the corners, I agree that being offside. But the second one that Ndidi headed in, that was a freaking brilliant header in goal. How was that ruled out? I don't know. Leicester got robbed, in my opinion. Should have been a 2-all draw. Right, let's see what goal of the month is. So, this is the table then after 5 rounds. And guess who's top of the league? Carefree Wherever we may be. Yep, Chelsea. Well, to be fair, Chelsea are joint top with Liverpool. So, yeah, both joint top. 13 points plus 11 goal difference. Third is United on 13 points also, but plus 9 goal difference. Fourth is Brighton. Fifth is Man City. Sixth is Everton. Seventh is Tottenham. Eighth is West Ham. Ninth is Brentford. And 10th is Aston Villa. Norwich, Burnley, and Newcastle round up the 3 relegation spots in 20th, 19th, and 18th, respectively. 17th is Leeds, 16th is Wolves, 15th is Southampton, 14th is Crystal Palace, 13th is Arsenal, 12th is Leicester, and 11th is Watford. Right, come on, let's see goal of the month. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What was goal of the month? Luke Ayling got third. Okay. Oh, shit. Mane got second. And Danny Ings got number 1. I knew Danny Ings would get number 1. Yes, I got number 1 right. But if the Watford player Hernandez got second, I would have got this spot on. I would have been so happy. I got first and third spot on. I went with Ayling third, Hernandez second, Ings first, but Mane got second. Oh, well. I was close. I was close. But Ings was 100% number 1. Easily the best one. Right. So there we go. That is the that's the goals and highlights and my reactions to all 10 of those games gone from game week 5. So now I'm going to see how many points I got in my in my predictions that I did. So I had Newcastle to win 2-0 against Leeds. It ended 1-1, so I get no points from there. I had Wolves to beat Brentford 2-0, and it ended up being 2-0 to Brentford. No points there at all. I had Norwich to beat Watford 1-0. It was 3-1 Watford. Again, no points. Shocker. I had Arsenal to beat Burnley 2-0 at Turf Moor. It was 1-0, but I do get a point for getting the prediction correct, but not the scoreline. So there's 1 point there. Right. I had Man City to beat Southampton 3-0, and it was 0-0. So I got that wrong as well. I had Liverpool to beat Crystal Palace 3-0, and I was 3-1, sorry, and I was so bloody close. It ended 3-0. So I get a point there for getting the win correct anyway. Aston Villa Everton I had down as a draw, and it ended 3-0 to Villa. So I considered Villa to win this as well. Damn it. And yeah, I get no points for that. Brighton Leicester I had down as 0-0, but it ended 2-1 to Brighton. So I get no points there either. West Ham Man United I had 4-1 to Man United after Antonio's red card. It was 2-1 to Man United. So I get another point there, only 3 points. Well, the 1 point from the game, I mean, to make it 3 for the week for the match day 5. And Tottenham Chelsea, I had 3-0 Chelsea. No, 3-1 Chelsea. And I was close on this one as well. It was 3-1 Chelsea. No, 3-0 Chelsea. Which means I only get 4 points, which is shocking. So I'm only on 26 after 5 games on out of a possible 150. Oh well, let's hope I can improve in game week 6. And game week 6 starts off with a big, big clash. Chelsea versus Manchester City, which I will be live streaming tomorrow. Given the performance I've seen from City against Southampton and our brilliant second half display from Tottenham, I'm going to be honest, I'm going with a home win. But I do think City are going to score. I'm going to go with 2-1. I'm going with 2-1 to Chelsea. I honestly think we're going to win tomorrow against City. But I'm not ruling out a home win, an away win for City either. But I'm going with a 2-1 win for us. Manchester United versus Aston Villa. I'm going with a home win for that as well. Even though Villa played so well against Everton, I think it's going to be 2-1 to Manchester United. I think United are going to be too strong for Villa. Right, what's next? Leicester against Burnley. I'm going with a home win. After seeing that Leicester will be hungry after I felt they got robbed against Brighton. I'm going with 3-0 to Leicester. Everton against Norwich, which I'm also going with 3-0. No, I'm going to go with 3-1, actually. I do think Norwich are going to score at least. No. Actually, no. This I'm also going with 3-0 to Everton. So 3-0 to Leicester, 3-0 to Everton. On to Leeds against West Ham. Now, I spoke to a West Ham fan today in my sports broadcasting course to talk to a fan about interviewing someone, and he reckons West Ham are going to win away tomorrow against Leeds. But I don't think Leeds are going to make it easy for them at all. I'm going to go with a 2-2 draw at Ellen Road. Watford against Newcastle. Now, that will be a tricky match. But I'm not going to rule out a Newcastle away win, to be honest. No, I actually will go with an away win, actually. I'm going to go with 2-1 to Newcastle. I can see it happening. Brentford against Liverpool. I really want Brentford to do us a favour tomorrow against Liverpool, but I think Liverpool are going to be too strong for Brentford, and I am going to go with with an away win. But I do think Brentford are going to score 1 goal, but I'm going to go with 4-1 to Liverpool. Southampton against Wolves. On current form, I thought Wolves were shocking after in that match against Brentford. As soon as after Adama hit the bar. After that, Wolves were shocking, I thought, against Brentford. Southampton are still looking for their first win of the season, and I honestly think they will get it against Wolves. I'm going to go with 1-0 to Southampton, and I think Wolves are going to have their 5th defeat of the season. They need to play better if they want to do well on Sunday against Southampton. And that leaves me with 2 more games. The North London derby at the Emirates Stadium between Arsenal and Tottenham. And I'm going to be honest, once again, I didn't think Arsenal looked that great against Burnley. They didn't look that great against Norwich, I thought, either. But Norwich are crap right now anyway. They need to do better. But anyway, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to go with an away win for Tottenham. Because I think they'll bounce back from the Palace and Chelsea games, even though Tottenham was shocking against Crystal Palace. I think Tottenham are going to bounce back, and I still think they look a lot better than Arsenal right now. So I am going to go with an away win for Tottenham. But because the North London derby is full of goals, I do think Arsenal will score 2 goals. But I think Tottenham are going to score 4. 4-2 to Tottenham, an away win. And that leaves me with Crystal Palace against Brighton. Brighton are looking really impressive so far this season, but it's one of Palace's biggest rivals in the Premier League and in general because it's the M23 derby. And I think Palace are going to be up for it. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw between Crystal Palace and Brighton. So yeah, that is my predictions for this weekend coming, and that is the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed that. A brilliant win from Chelsea, a brilliant win from Manchester United, a brilliant win from all the ones that won. Anyway, yeah, what a weekend of football. We go on to round 6, and I will see you for the next reaction video for that, to react to the next amount of goals and matches. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Cheerio.